In every corner of the world, a story waits to be told, tales of wonder, mystery, and adventure. Welcome to Tales in the Shadows, where every word brings a new world to life. From ancient myths to modern legends, this is your haven for stories that captivate, inspire, and ignite the imagination. Now let the journey begin. Beneath the pale light of the winter sun, deep in a frost-bitten forest untouched by humankind for centuries, an unassuming mortal named Elric wandered, drawn by whispers carried on the wind. He had heard tales of the ancient places where gods once walked and where the ordinary dared not tread, yet curiosity, or perhaps destiny, had urged him forward. The forest was a cathedral of towering pines and gnarled oaks, their branches heavy with snow. The air carried a weight of silence broken only by the crunch of his boots on the icy ground. It was there, amid this hallowed stillness, that Elric stumbled upon it. The sapling stood alone in a clearing, its presence both humble and commanding. No taller than his knee, its bark shimmered with a faint golden hue, as though it had been kissed by the sun even in the heart of winter. Its leaves, impossibly green and vibrant, pulsed faintly, as if each bore a heartbeat. The moment his eyes fell upon it, a surge of warmth coursed through his veins, driving back the chill of the air. Elric approached cautiously, his breath hanging in the air. The sapling exuded an aura of life and power, a presence unlike anything he had encountered. He reached out, and as his fingers brushed the bark, a vision unfolded before him. It was as though he had been pulled into the tree's essence, shown its origin and purpose. Yggdrasil, the great world tree, the pillar connecting all realms, had shed this seedling. It had fallen during a cosmic storm that had shaken the foundations of existence itself. This sapling was no ordinary offspring. It was Yggdrasil's child, imbued with the potential to connect the realms anew. When the vision ended, Elric found himself kneeling before the sapling, tears streaming down his face. He felt the weight of what he had discovered, not a burden, but a calling. The tree pulsed faintly, and he understood its silent plea. This fragile life needed protection, a guardian to shepherd its growth until it could root itself deeply in the fabric of the world. As the days passed, Elric's life changed irrevocably. He built a shelter near the sapling, crafting walls from fallen branches and moss. Each day he tended to it, clearing the snow and nourishing its roots with water drawn from a nearby spring. In return, the sapling provided sustenance, bearing small, luminous fruits that restored his strength and kept the cold at bay. Seasons turned, and the sapling grew. Its golden bark deepened in hue, and its roots began to weave into the soil, anchoring it firmly. With its growth came a shift in the forest. Animals, once scarce, returned, drawn by the vitality radiating from the young tree. Birds nested in the surrounding branches, and the ground became lush with vegetation. The once desolate forest began to hum with life. But as the sapling thrived, so too did the danger. Whispers of the world tree's child spread beyond the mortal realm. Beings of shadow and greed, who sought to claim the sapling's power for themselves, began to encroach upon the forest. Elric, once a simple wanderer, became its steadfast protector. One moonless night, a figure cloaked in darkness emerged at the edge of the clearing. Its form was twisted, its eyes burning with hunger. The air grew cold as it stepped forward, intent on reaching the sapling. Elric stood his ground, armed only with a wooden staff. The battle was fierce, but the sapling's presence strengthened him. Its roots surged upward, forming barriers, while its light dispelled the creature's shadow. With a final blow, Elric struck the invader down. As the years passed, Elric aged, his hair turning silver, his body bearing the marks of countless battles. The sapling, now a towering tree, stood as a beacon of light in the heart of the forest. Its roots stretched far and wide, and its branches reached skyward, touching the heavens. Elric knew his time was nearing its end, but he felt no sorrow. The sapling was no longer a fragile life in need of protection. It had become a force of balance, a bridge between realms, a testament to the enduring power of life. On his final day, Elric sat beneath the tree, leaning against its trunk. He closed his eyes, feeling its warmth surround him. As his breath slowed, the tree's leaves shimmered, and a single golden fruit fell into his lap. It was a gift, a promise that his efforts had not been in vain. When the forest reclaimed his body, the tree stood taller still, its roots wrapping around his resting place. The legend of Yggdrasil's child endured, whispered among those who dared to venture into the ancient forest. And though Elric was gone, his spirit remained, woven into the roots and branches, an eternal guardian of the world tree's legacy. Thank you for journeying with us through Stories Untold. We hope these tales have sparked your imagination and ignited your sense of wonder. Until next time, when another world calls, remember, every story is just a shadow waiting to be revealed.